award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillies, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
And good evening and welcome to Huntingdon High School, where the Hornets and Lady Hornets tonight will be taking on the Phillies and the Mustangs of Huntingdon High School. We are here looking for some great action. And, of course, this is a copyright broadcast of Worthy Road Studios for 2024. And tonight, a little bit of unusual circumstances. The game will actually be on Worthy Road Studios' YouTube page. And then it will also be on Worthy Road Studios' Facebook page. And our good friends over at 93.7 are going to carry it on their page also. We'll tell you more about that as it goes along. And, of course, the Lady Hornets right now are playing some great basketball. They were at Tunica Academy last night and came back with a big win, 60-27 over them. The boys, of course, Saturday beat the Union City Golden Tornadoes 44-42, while the girls beat the Union City Lady Tornadoes 61-41. Boys with one loss on the season, girls with no losses, and this is going to be a slobber knocker tonight, a white knuckler. Two teams going to get after it, and we will bring you all the action. About 8:12, and you see we're back with our familiar clock. But again, the game is on Worthy Road Studios' YouTube page instead of the South Gibson Facebook page. It's also going to be on theirs. Alex King is with me tonight. He'll bring you color. And Alex, we're kind of like a team. We're having to adapt a little bit with computers and things like that. But I'm looking forward, and I'm sure you are, to an exciting game tonight.
Yes, I am.
And let's see if we can get Alex and my mic up just a little bit. This is going to be a loud gymnasium. It is a super nice gymnasium, but it is a loud gymnasium. And you'll hear a lot. A very historic gym, a lot of great basketball played in this. They have tournaments of all kinds here. And a couple of jerseys. One, a young lady I worked with, Marquita Hunt's jersey is retired. And we're going to take the national anthem. Let's take a timeout.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
For more than 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and dependable auto care. Our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson has proudly served the community for decades, delivering the excellence you've come to rely on. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. All tire sizes, ATV to light truck and beyond. Visit our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson today. King Tire Company, where long-standing tradition meets exceptional service.
Well, this is going to be one fun night as you see the coaches going over the rules and sportsmanship and things with the officials and the game administrators doing the TSSAA talk. The national anthem started playing, but it wasn't supposed to start playing at that time. Alex, how about this for a fun night of unusual circumstances?
This will be a fun night.
Of course, Alex has got a brand new neat stat chart, and he's going to give you more stats than we've had before, and we're going to get better at all of this. And we've been doing a good job for years. We've had some unusual. Had a computer go down, and Paul and the Worthy Road Studios crew was able to compensate for that, and that was part of the reason that we didn't have a scoreboard the other night. But tonight we've got the scoreboard back. We got the great camera work from Paul Schultz and Billy Boland II, Christopher Reasons, and, of course, Alex and I will give you the play-by-play. And we're kind of laughing about all the things that happen. This is a Murphy's Law situation, but these are two good teams that are coming in here tonight. And it's kind of an unusual situation. You don't want my SEC notes, but like I said, we are undefeated at South Gibson, and we'll tell you a little more about the group from here at Huntington. They have only played 2 games, and I believe that in their 2 games they are undefeated. I know that they beat Brewston, Hollow Rock Central, and Carroll Academy, and this, of course, is a 6 o'clock game against Gibson County. So they're 2-0. Our girls come in undefeated, and it's 2 good ball clubs. Now, we're playing a senior-laden ball club tonight, and I don't know, Alex, if you got a good look at it, but I believe, Alex, that all 5 of Huntington's starters are seniors tonight. And that in itself can cause you some problems, as we've got a mixture of young folks and older folks, and that we will start and play. But you know what? We get after it. We play a combination of full court pressure type defense, but we can play the pack line on a half court defense. And in pack line defense, you have to put pressure on the ball, and you try to cut all the driving avenues. We'll jump switch, and some people say we run and jump. We do 2 things out of the run and jump phase of it. We trap, and we also switch. You need to watch for those things. But it's going to be a great game. And Alex, any quick thoughts you've got before we take our next break?
Yes, the stats from Saturday against Union City, we'll try to get you the stats from yesterday's game against Tunica Academy. Carson Dunn had 18 points and 5 made 3-pointers. Trinity Johnson had 4 points. Briley Doyle had 1 point. Jade Reed had 10 points. Addie Doyle had 3 points. Faith Reed had 17 points. And Ivy Sincillo had 4 points. And Serenity Johnson had 4 points. I really liked how a lot of players were involved. 8 players scored. I would like to see better free throw shooting. They shot 8 for 18 from the line. And would also like to see less turnovers. They had 13 turnovers, but I really liked how they had 8 second chance points.
Absolutely. And, you know, one of the things I think you and I both want that free throw shooting to improve, and you know Coach Embry is going to be concerned with that. There are every once in a while we'll have a defensive lapse or 2 that we talked with her about it. And remember, Coach Embry will be up here at halftime of the boys game, and Coach Drew Purtle will be here at halftime of the girls game to talk about that contest. Tell you what we're going to do. There's 2 minutes almost on the clock. Let's take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll talk more and give you the starters for both teams.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience prices. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, I'm going to Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in team sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your team sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Back ready for action here at the Huntington Gymnasium. Starting number 0, Ivy Ciancillo. Number 12, Faith Reed, the senior. And wearing number 23, the sophomore, Jade Reed. Wearing number 24, Trinity Johnson. She's a freshman. And, of course, the lady controlling the point, Carson Dunn, the junior. Let's pick up the home-standing Huntington lineup here in just a moment. Lights are going to go out. I hope I can see. And starting a senior, number 3, Delaney Byers. Our guard, number 33, she's also a senior, Josie Stokes. Starting at guard, a senior, number 11, Quinn Kelly. And starting at guard, number 10, Claire Carey. She's a senior. And the lady in the middle for them, number 45, Sarah Beth Smith. She is 6'2", a senior. And Alex, she is the biggest girl on the floor for either team. And the lights come back up. People like to turn those lights out. And we're just about ready for basketball action. Two fine teams, referee ready to throw it up. It's like Smith jump. South Gibson controls the tail, had it, and they'll get credit for having it. It'll be a turnover off of the Mustangs, or Phillies as they prefer, I believe, to be called. And that's referee calls time. That's Fillies, and I have to remember that because they went through a period where it was never officially changed, but some people called them Lady Mustang. They actually go by the term Phillies. South Gibson dapperly attired with the black uniforms, the orange numerals and lettering trimmed with white uniforms with gold numbers trimmed with blue for the Huntington team, and we may have a clock problem. It's at 7:52 according to the game clock and our clock that we have. South Gibson Dunn with the basketball over on the right wing. Looking into the post, there's a handoff. Reed wants to go, and I think there's going to be a blocking foul. No, they say she lost it out of bounds. That's a turnover. Wow, Alex, that's a little bit of a surprise call. Now here comes the pressure from the Lady Hornets. We're not denying, we're not playing cornbread and onion breath defense. Try to make them turn their back. We'll double team any chance we get or run and jump. You can also run and trap. You saw Ciancillo come over wanting to trap. We make them cut those driving lanes off, force them to beat you from outside. You want to deny penetration. That's Byers dribbling the basketball, but she gives it off. The shot no good. Rebound. It comes off, and that looks like Johnson for us. And the basket went in, and I am remiss. I missed that one looking down to right. We'll get that corrected at halftime. Back out front to Byers. Now Kelly with it. Kelly shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to South Gibson. Dunn has it. Her pass is going to go out of bounds. Nice pressure. Jade Reed doing a great job on Kelly. They barely get it across, knocking it away, but going to pick up a reach-in foul. When you go across like that, a lot of times you'll pick it up. I've got that on Jade Reed, her first, team first. Looks like, see if we match up or if we're going to stay in a 1-3-1. We've got a 1-3-1 with the baseline runner being done. Try to cut the passing lanes. And it's good to have that three-point shot up, no good, off the rim. Rebound Ciancillo to Dunn. Dunn will bring it down the floor quickly, but her pass intercepted. Tried to throw it through a thin line. And Ciancillo trying to help out, knocks it away, but she's going to get called for a foul. Her first, team second. Huntington will go 1-4 across. They'll slide a post. It really is not a post. They go with four guards out. There's the three-pointer up and good by Kelly. They're all seniors on the floor right now. They have their version of the press. It's a 3-2 ball game. Shot up off the iron. Rebound belongs to the lady, or actually it belongs. They'll get a blocking foul. You're not going to get many charges. I can tell as an old coach right now if you're wearing the colored jerseys. That's on Faith Reed. That's the team's third, her first. And it probably wasn't a charge anyway. Got a little close. You got to break down, move those feet. Back to player defense, switching. And make them pass it off. Ball will be inbounded on the side. A lot of cutters. Big girl handling it out front. Stokes had it, gave it off. Kelly, and a turnover. There's another turnover on the Phillies of Huntington. And again, it's a 2-2-1 press. It's a zone press used a long time ago by a guy named John Wooden, but other teams have. Pass got blocked, but Dunn picks it up, wants the 16-footer, shot at 15. Rebound goes to the Phillies, and Byers, she gets rid of it. And the ball on the left wing. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Phillies, and it'll belong to our girls, the South Gibson Lady Hornets. Again, you see that 2-2-1. Some people like to call it a box press. Jade Reed wanted to go up. Here's the 15-footer. It's just a free throw. In and out by Faith Reed. And so far, the Phillies have controlled the boards, and we're going to pick up our 4th team foul. And that is probably going to be on Trinity Johnson. And the announcer confirms that. Next foul, Huntington will be shooting 2. It'll be Huntington basketball at the 4:06 mark. Bennett driving. Here's a shot from the right baseline almost. Rebound belongs to the Lady Hornets, trying to go coast to coast. Johnson shot a little hard, came off the glass. A lot of pressure being put out. Stopping, popping from 5 feet is Byers for them. And it's a 5-2 game, a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with the Phillies leading the Lady Hornets 5-2.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, I'm going to Jackson.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
And we'll remind you that this game is on Worthy Road Studios YouTube page, and we'll go into the press break here, and it'll be on Worthy Road Studios Facebook page. Computer wouldn't hook up with South Gibson's Facebook page as we break the press. And again, it's a 2-2-1. Some people call it a box. Some people used to call it a cold box if you're not denying, hot box if you're denying out of it. You see Reed with it. Nice action. Good cutter. They played good defense. Player-to-player defense on the part of the Phillies. They play a lot of help and recover type defense too. That time the floor a little slippery, lost it. Another turnover for the Lady Hornets. Shot up off the iron, rebound. It'll be gotten by Byers. Feed inside, we knock it away and we pick it up. Now there's got to be a reach-in foul. And that's got to be on Sarah Beth Smith. You'll get to see the officials' hand signals tonight. It says 45, and it is Smith. Her first, team first in the first quarter. They'll back it up, and then they'll match up after they come out of the 2-2-1 and match up. Handoff to Faith Reed, who gives it back to Dunn. Dunn wants 3. She's got 3, and I'm going to tell you what, this game is all tied up at 5. First tie in the ball game. Huntington had taken a 3-2 lead on the 3 by Kelly. Ancillo very aggressive and forced the turnover, errant pass. And sub coming in. Doyle coming in. Addie Doyle, the sophomore, who's given us some good minutes. On the wing with it. That is Doyle. Back to Reed, who wanted to go to the hole. Feeding inside. Nice feed. Reverse layup a little strong, and looks like Smith's going to have the rebound. Byers wants to penetrate. Goes up. A little yo-yo hesitation move. Pulled down by Faith Reed. Faith looking for cutters. She'll get it ahead to Doyle. Doyle wanted to take it to the hole, got stripped of it. Byers is all over the place. And again, They've got more senior experience playing than we do tonight. And they feed the big girl. Nice break, but she left it short. Goes up, missed the second one. Sarah Beth Smith had a couple of tries. She looked like a very good post player. Gives him a decided size advantage. Reed loses it, needs help. Tries to step out pass cross court to Doyle. It's knocked away. And I'm going to tell you this, Byers for them, Delaney Byers has very, very quick hands. No, I got it back, Chris. Chris was checking to make sure he's such a kind gentleman to get my monitor going. Jade Reed to inbound to Carson Dunn. Dunn looking it over. We're tied at 5 with 1:05 left and counting in this first quarter play. Doyle picks up her dribble. Nice bounce pass off. Reed wanted to go, didn't have it cleanly. Kick out. Here's Doyle. Splitting two of them. Goes and gets her pass knocked out of bounds. Serenity Johnson is in there, wearing number 14. Jade Reed will inbound. Coming in is 20. And that young lady, a very familiar, she's hit some threes for us. Ava Owens, the freshman. Dunn looks over to her coach, gets the signal. This is what we'll run with 38 seconds and counting. And again, both defenses on a half-court basis very similar unless we go to our 1-3-1. Serenity Johnson needs help, steps through it, and that's what you do to a trap. You get small and step through. 3 up, off the back of the iron. Rebound, fought for, and there's Owens, smallest girl out there coming up with it. She makes a nice cut. They get a hand in there and knock it away. And the Mustangs turnover and trying to catch it on the run, and I'm not sure you can. Also, it's the passer's fault sometimes. 2.4 seconds. Let's see if we just inbound it. Dunn wisely does nothing with it. And at the end of one quarter play, it is the Lady Hornets 5 and the Phillies 5. We're going to take a timeout on Worthy Road Studios.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been your trusted source for quality tires and auto care. Since 1959, our family-owned business, now managed by our third generation, has proudly served the community with 3 locations: East End Drive in Humboldt, Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson, and Airways Boulevard in Jackson. From tires and alignments to oil changes, general repair, brakes, belts, hoses, radiators, and more, King Tire Company has the expertise and service you can count on. King Tire Company, keeping you on the road since 1959.
Well, if you like defense, there's been a lot of it. Both teams with some forced and unforced turnovers. Remember, Drew Pirtle will be with us at halftime. And here comes a young man with a ton of knowledge, and we'll let him. Any important stats that you need to give us, Alex? Any important stats?
Turnovers. South Gibson has 7 turnovers already. And 4 fouls.
Way too many.
I'd watch out for both of them because they will become an issue.
They will. Any luck on that first basket?
I do not.
Okay, we're going to get it for you. It's tied up at 5. Possession arrow belongs to the Lady Hornets of South Gibson. And again, you can watch this on Worthy Road's YouTube or Facebook pages. Normally it would be on South Gibson's page. Popping out is Reed. That's good. She used her body well, and it's not a foul or a push-off. We tried a screen coming off that screen. Didn't know if done. She crosses over. Makes them pick her up. Owens drives. They double down on her three-pointer. In and out. Smith gets it. Sarah Beth Smith. Pretty good post player for them. Good rebounder. There's a Euro step up and in, and that's her 4th point. That is Bowers. Delaney Bowers, and they're back into their 2-2-1. You put a man in the middle of it. The best way to break it, you get in a 2-1-2 formation once it's inbounded. 7-5 lead for the Phillies. We go inside to Reed. She wheels. She deals the left-handed shot just off the back of the iron. Now, our girls have played Friday night, Saturday, and again on Monday, so they've got to have some tired legs. It is 7-5. We're on a road game. Byers has it out front. She's a very good player. Boy, Ciancillo, though, was all over her like white on rice then and caused a turnover in the last touch by Byers. That's a good battle between Byers and Ciancillo. You liked that, didn't you, Alex?
I did like that.
Alex over here grinning like the Cheshire Cat, which is a good thing to do. We pass to the left wing, starts to set a screen. Ciancillo picks it up, goes out top. You'll see Reed crank a three up before it's over with in a minute. Nice move, a version of the Kevin McHale move. And Jade Reed ties it up at 7. Second tie in the ball game. 6:22 and counting. Ups, now we reach, but the good thing is that's only the first foul of the second quarter. The foul is on 12, Faith Reed. Now that is not a good item, though.
No, that is her second foul.
Don't want to get in foul trouble early. Got to move those feet. Ball you man, jump to the ball, all those neat terms you like to hear. This is Byers. She's dangerous. She's got a nice Euro step, can shoot the three. Gives it off to Kelly, who hit a three a while ago. Knox Bennett is in there wearing 22. She did not start there's that double high screen. They'll shoot the three off of it. Three is off, done with the rebound. And the shot didn't go in. Nice movement. Reed should get 2. And the foul is on 45, and that is Sarah Beth Smith. And I believe that is her second one, Alex. They say it was on the floor, no shot. Carson Dunn will inbound. And you see a little action going. She'll have to kick it out after it was kicked into Reed to Dunn. Dunn will reset it. We'll go 5 out. Reed flashes through the post area. Here's the kick out. A little high, and Dunn could not get her feet set, and they'll try to cut all her passing lane. Nice flash by Reed. Here comes the three up. Just off the iron, Ciancillo, and it'll be Lady Hornet basketball, I believe, with a foul over the back. It looks like it's on Delaney Byers, number 3. Is that what you had, Alex?
That is what I have.
Inbounding Carson Dunn. Out front to Ciancillo. Over to Johnson. Johnson to Faith Reed, who's trapped. We try to feed. It gets away, another turnover. Those turnovers are mounting up, aren't they, Alex?
They are.
Got to cut some of those turnovers down. Here's the drive, credit card time. You call it, Alex.
I got Visa.
And it is a charge. And I believe that's on Bennett. Oh, it's on Stokes. And again, you see the 2-2-1 press, a little matching up in the back, trying to keep it out of the middle. Reed's got it. She's a pretty good ball handler. Back to Dunn. We'll set our offense high screen, but they get over the top of it. Reed, well, I told you she'd shoot a 3, and it was just a little sideways, kind of hit and rolled off of it. The rebound to Reed, back out to Faith Reed. And it's going to go out of bounds, and they say it was last touch by the Phillies of Huntington. Of course, David Wilkins, their coach. David has coached a couple of teams. His dad's the coach over at Gibson County. David, I have had team scrimmage against him in the past. We've not played him in a regular season. He always does a good job coaching, just like Katie Embry for us. Does a great job coaching, too. Nice movement on the perimeter. We pop our post out. If Jade could have caught that one clean, that goes inside. Johnson shot. And it looks like we have played a game the night before in about 3 and 4 days. This one is left short, which is very unusual because Sarah Beth Smith is a good post player. Coming down the floor, left-handed hook. A little off target. Got to get it in the magic square for it to go in. Ciancillo wants 3. She has got 3 string music from out there. And the Lady Hornets have the lead, a knock away. Oh, they are going to get Ciancillo with the foul. I'm like her, but there's not much you can do. They're not going to change their opinion, Alex.
No, that's her second foul. Her and Faith Reed have 2. Jade Reed has 1, and Trinity Johnson has 1.
Faith Reed back in. Serenity Johnson out. Sarah Beth Smith, the post player, comes out. Now you've got basically 5 guards out there for the Phillies. They'll set a double high screen, one on each side. They roll out of it instead of a step back. Oh, a little extra push on the block there. And when you get that extra, that's on Byers, Delaney Byers. That's 2 for her. And the team fourth, boy, Alex, that's a big item right there.
It is.
They try to feed Reed inside, but it's going to go off her fingers. You got to kind of turn the ball over a little bit, make it spin and kick back to the post player in that situation. It'll be Phillies basketball. A little pressure put out there. They get it in. Like I said, we'll try to force it down the side. There's the running trap. Wasn't a hard trap. We'll match back up. Right now they got Byers in the post, but she was stepping out to get the ball on the perimeter. Little contact. Dunn wants it. Lays it up with the right hand. It comes off, and we've missed some bunnies or gimmies, as some people call them, that we don't normally. There's a steal. Boy, our hands have been active, so have the Phillies fans, our hands. Owens, I thought she might crank it up. She's a good three-point shooter. Into Reed to kick out to Ciancillo, who already has a 3. Jade Reed brings it out. Goes to Faith Reed, the kick out. Owens shot up over the rim and rebounded by Byers for the Phillies. She'll kick it ahead. And it rolls off the rim. Both teams missing some shots they don't normally miss. It's 10-7. 2:32 and counting, as you can see on the Worthy Road Studios game clock. Owens has it left side. Wants to feed in. Again, got to turn it and make it kind of curl into him. Post player's got to get down. Ciancillo knocks it away, and the Huntington player wisely lets it go over. Checking in for us, looks like Anna Tigg. And I did not pick up both players. We checked 2 players in. But Tigg wearing 4 is one of them. Ciancillo with the hard defense out. Her and Byers, good matchup, but we switch. Driving hard, leaving it a little short. Here's the nice pass. And I think we may have given it to Reed before she had the girl pinned, but the Phillies knock it out. Down on the other end, Quinn Kelly left it a little short. That looks like they're playing a zone. They're really not. They're playing man-to-man, and they will switch and rotate out of this. Tough to get it in sometimes, and they're playing Carson Dunn very hard to make sure she doesn't shoot any of those baseline threes. Nice feed into Reed. Reed to kick out around the horn. Ciancillo wants to drive. Kicks it across. We kind of fumbled it. Johnson didn't get a good handle on it, but she recovered it. Here we go to the rim. Knocked away, and finally coming out is Byers, and there's a pile up a little bit down. Look at Reed hustling back, and recovery is an important part of defense. That, some people say, well, Coach, that's transition defense. It is, but she was involved. Shot blocked. John shot blocked again. Man, oh, man. You be the judge. Trinity Johnson has got to feel like, golly, Bill, what have I got to do to get a foul? I'm with you, Trinity. Addie Doyle checking back in the game. Boy, end-to-end action, Alex.
It is really physical.
It is tonight. I think I'm going to go. I think I've got some football shoulder pads and a helmet out in my car. I'm going to put them on, wear them up here. Trinity breaks down. Going to make the dribbler. Bennett pick it up. Or is that Stokes? I think that's Stokes. Almost a 5-second call. That is Stokes. Ooh, a foul call. Let's see what the call is. I've got 2-4, and that means they're going to get Trinity Johnson. What do you have for her?
That's her second foul. But she does have 6 rebounds.
Team's third foul. They'll run a little version of the line. Now we give the ball. Again, you play hard pressure on the ball in this defense and then cut the passing lanes. You switch, jump if you get an opportunity. Somebody turns their back or is not paying attention, keeping their head up. Backdoor play, good help over there. Byers drives, Reed keeping her hands off of her, and it'll go out of bounds. And a little frustration, and I'm sure that Delaney Breyer, the senior, thinks the same thing. Now, Faith Reed's going to check back in. Looks like Addie Doyle coming out. They're going to change inbounders. Reed's going to be part of the press break out on the floor. Got to get a man in the middle. We had 2 in the middle, and we've got to get that organized. Spacing so important in breaking a press. 10-7, 26 seconds left in the second quarter. Low-scoring game. Nice hook. Will it dance and fall in? You saw it fall in. Jade Reed's got 4. Quickly into the forecourt are the Phillies. Byers wants to take it all the way. A lot of hand action, knocked away. Jump ball. Let's see who has the possession arrow. And tonight we're not looking at the clock, but I can tell you right now that the Phillies of Huntington will get it. They change their formation. They go 3 across the baseline. And they back up. They'll head somebody to the corner. They're trying to get us to go to sleep, and we kind of did. And that basket is good by Byers. Her 6 point, 12-9 game. They intercept as time runs out. And at the end of one half of play, it's the Lady Hornets of South Gibson 12, the Phillies of Huntington 9. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back with Coach Drew Pirtle.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in team sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your team sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and auto care. Since 1959, we've been proudly serving the Humboldt community from our East End Drive location. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. Tires from the name brands you trust, and in all sizes from ATV to light truck and beyond. Stop by King Tire Company on East End Drive today, keeping Humboldt rolling since 1959.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
And we are back. We're on an unusual situation, not on the South Gibson Facebook. Paul Schultze and crew, Chris, Billy, all of them did a great job of getting us on. We're on the YouTube page and Worthy Road Studios plus 93.7, and we want to thank them. Bradley Owens, what a great guy he is, for letting us also use that and helping us out with that. But here's Alex King with some stats for you and the official scoring.
First for Huntington, Delaney Bowers, 6 points and 2 fouls. Quinn Kelly, 3 points. Josie Stokes, 1 foul. Sarah Beth Smith, 2 fouls. And for South Gibson, Ivy Sensillo, 3 points, 1 rebound, and 2 fouls. Faith Reed, no points, 3 rebounds, and 2 fouls. Ava Owens, 2 rebounds. Jade Reed, 6 points and 2 rebounds, and 1 foul. Trinity Johnson, 6 points, 6 rebounds, 2 fouls. And Carson Dunn, 3 points and 1 rebound.
Okay, any trends? What about turnovers? That's something that I know people are interested in. A low-scoring game here at 12-9.
South Gibson has 10 turnovers.
Way too more than Coach Embry. I bet she will address that. And like I said, we played Friday night, Saturday, and then on Monday with the ladies. And that's 3 games in 4 days. And then this is the 4th game in 5 days today. So that leads to a little bit. We were hoping to have Coach Pirtle, and knowing Drew, something really important is the only thing that would keep him from up here. Tell you what, let's do. Let's take a short time out and come back on Worthy Road Studios.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been a trusted name in quality tires and auto care, proudly serving the Jackson community for decades from our Old Hickory Boulevard location. With tires, alignments, oil changes, AC repairs, brakes, belts, hoses, radiator repair, and more. King Tire Company delivers the expertise and reliability you can depend on. Visit King Tire Company on Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson today, where decades of experience meet top-notch service.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
I told you he was taking care of important things. Sometimes alumni duties take care of things. Drew, some big wins. We'll let you address that quick, but people want to know, what are you going to face? Because this seems to be a talented Huntington squad, but what about the big wins over the weekend?
Definitely nice to string a couple together. After I was really interested to see how our guys would respond after that loss to Peabody on our, opening game on our home floor, and to go into Chester, which is always a pretty good environment to play in and win.
They're very athletic,
convincingly
too.
On the road. Yeah, and they're very athletic. They got size, but more togetherness. Seeing that was kind of my challenge after the first game. Is things went wrong and we kind of fractured a little bit, and so that was my challenge. Was, hey, when the other team punches back, can we counter, right? Can we stay together? And we've done that the last two games.
Cisco's at Union City, always tough, whether they're playing man or matchup zone.
Absolutely.
Big win over them.
Yes.
What about tonight, though, before we get back to action? What are we expecting tonight other than a very talented squad?
From what I can understand, we're looking at some pretty good athleticism, some guys that play football as well. So we're looking at some size, some athleticism, guys that can shoot it pretty well. I think they hit 11 threes in the first half against Brewston the other night. So we're going to have to guard the perimeter and make them drivers and play together on defense.
Absolutely. We hate to cut it short, but we've got to get back to action. We will see you next week on a Tuesday night.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Thank you, Drew. We'll get back to action, Lady Hornet basketball. And again, remember 93.7. We appreciate you viewers. Faith Reed, we go outside. Dunn backs it out. Cutter. Reed comes off of Jade Reed's screen. That was Faith. Now inside, out. That's how you attack it. Ciancillo has her second three of the night. She's got 6, and we're scrambling around. We're glad to get Drew on because some big action by them and the boys, and we'll have a tough boys game coming up. Byers, who has 6, I believe, Alex, on the contest, gets a high screen, but we switch it. Ciancillo steals it. We need spacing. She takes it down. Man, banks it up. And I'm going to tell you what, you'd never know she's had a knee surgery the way she's playing, even though you see that heavy brace out there. She tips one. Faith Reed brings it up, gets it, stops, pops from 15. Falling forward a little bit. It was off a little bit, but we get the rebound, kick out. Dunn, 3 up and 3 down. Her second 3, and the Phillies of Huntington. Coach Wilkins want to talk it over. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back with the Hornets leading.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, I'm going to Jackson.
Oh, fun night here at the gymnasium here at Huntington. Lady Hornets lead the Phillies 20-9. We went from 12 to 20 in acceleration. What's a quick stats you want to throw us, Alex? Anything else that you want to add to that?
Starting this half, they have come out playing really, they're scoring a lot now.
I'd like to have been a fly on the walls of the dressing room. We pick up, try to make them turn, we'll jump it, and you get them to turn. Good rotation there. You saw Reed, they'll go back door. That's a good way to attack it. But again, we cut it off. Here comes a steal by Johnson. Trinity Johnson goes coast to coast with it. It's good, and she'll shoot one. That'll be Trinity's first points. She'll try for an old-fashioned three-point play. The foul, I've got 23 for them. I don't have a 23. Maybe he meant 33.
22.
22, okay, that makes a little more sense. Fouls on 22. That's Bennett's first. Shot it, it rolls off the iron hard. Rebound belongs to the Phillies. Byers has it. She gets rid of it. Gets it back. Spin move, wants to go in the lane. Stops, pops. Reed had it but knocked away. And there may be a hold. They call it a reach-in foul, and Reed will probably pick it up. Let's see. You get to see the official signal tonight. That's 23. And how many fouls is that?
That is her second foul.
Shot up and good. This time Smith is ready and gets the basket. They go back to their 2-2-1 press. We got to spread it out just a little bit. We broke it, but not that time. An unforced turnover. We didn't see the player. And again, retreat, getting back is what it makes a press good. Smith goes to the hole. It gets knocked away as some of the outside people, but leaves a shooter open. Nice block out by Reed, and then she goes and gets it. Needing help. They go to a 2-2-1 press, and then we'll match back up once it gets across half court. But the ever-present Dunn gets it, finds the open person, just wasn't in a shooting position then. Reed has it about 6 feet away, left it a little short. Sarah Beth Smith with the rebound. They're a good post player. We put some pressure out. We'll double team the dribbler. Really working at the ball. Shot up, no good. Over the back of the iron. Let's see who they say touched it last. And I believe they're going to say it was off, and the impetus knocking it out was against the Lady Hornets. 1-4 across the baseline, sliding a player up. 3 is up. Rolls around off. We blocked out, but Smith has a good reach. And it looks like that Trinity is going to pick up her third foul. Is that true, Alex?
That is true.
Coming in is Ava Owens. Ava's a freshman, but a very good shooter. And they get it inside. We did a good job, but Smith got it back. She got bumped, and she'll go to the line for 2. And if that's on Jade Reed, that's at least 3, isn't it, Alex?
That is her fourth foul.
Her fourth, wow. Well, they've got third on the scoreboard, so it's officially, that guy calls it out. It's maybe we got a break there. First one, shot it, got it. Sarah Beth Smith, an excellent free throw shooter. You like the way she releases it. She'll try for her second one. She eyes it, tries it, buys it, and that was string music all the way. And now it's a 22-13 game. Turnover, and it'll belong to, now a little momentum has swung back towards the Phillies of Huntington. And again, with that 1-4 across the baseline. Deep pass out to almost the spiking line, or if you prefer, the 3-meter line of volleyball court. Good battle between Reed and Smith down there in the post. Watch that sometimes. 4 out, 1 under offense. They'll run a cutter through and fill. Offside exchange, if you want to call it that. Smith wanted the McHale move, has to kick it out. Good job by Jade Reed. They'll change the offensive set just a little bit. Byers probably got away with a walk. They kick it down in the corner. 3 off. We blocked out, but we're not going after it. You have to block, attack, and the foul will be called on Owens. That'll be 4 team fouls, so they'll shoot on the next one. This one is on the floor. How many is that on Owens, Alex?
That is her first foul.
3 up, and again, the long rebound, and wow. Interesting call. We're on the road tonight, played on the road last night in Tunica, or Senatobia, actually, where Tunica Academy is. They could run a little inside action, and that time Smith did a good job of getting herself open. She's got 6 and has made this a much closer game at 22-15 with the Lady Hornets leading. Here's a 3-on-1 break, and nice pass off assist, and the bucket by Faith Reed, but the assist made the bucket. Back to our player-to-player defense, jumping to the ball. Stokes drove. We made her pick it up. She kicks it out. I bet did they get us for a slap down on the wrist? We've got a timeout, but I have still not seen an official call. Let's take a timeout with them and see if we can sort this thing out.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillies, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
South Gibson Lady Hornets lead 24-15, but everybody in this gymnasium thought that he'd called a foul. It was actually a 30-second timeout. 1-4 across the baseline. We match up. We'll try to stop the lob in. Now Reed's foot position, she's got to get over and deny. Sarah Beth Smith very good at posting up. Great effort again by Ciancillo. Ivy has been all over this floor. You'd never know about that knee injury. And guess what? She forced it off of the Huntington Phillies. Faith Reed with the inbound, looking up the floor. Gets it in the middle. I thought I saw a little push. Now our pass got blocked, but hustling was Ava Owens. She gives it off, driving. Ciancillo, it'll be about a 10-footer off the front of the iron. Again, Owens hustling to get the rebound, gets it out, and Dunn sets it. Feeding in Reed. Nice pivot, just a little hard as she hooked it up in there. We get the rebound. Reed's cut off. Owens with a 3 coming up. Just off the back of the iron. We knock it away. Reed gets it, kicks it out. Faith had it, and I think she got fouled. There had to be a foul somewhere in there. If there wasn't a foul somewhere in there, something's wrong. What do you got, Alex?
Number 3. Foul.
That's Byers. Got to be Byers. And how many is that on Byers?
That's her 3rd foul.
Now, that's a little bit of an item for them. She's a very good player for them. She has 6 points. Carson Dunn has it at the 2:39 mark. Lady Hornets lead by 9 against the player-to-player defense. Runner cutter through, kind of a flex cut. And that time, miscommunication. Unforced turnover. And it wasn't a mean look, but it was a look that could have melted ice cream by Coach Embry then. More puzzling, I guess.
That is their 12th turnover of the game.
And I have a feeling she will address that when we have her up at halftime. 24-15, Hornets leading the Phillies. Lady Hornets, that is. Ciancillo moving those feet. What a job by the senior. There we go. We got the turnover. Ahead. Owens got out in front. Owens with the basket, her first 2. And we're going to have a timeout. And let's take a timeout with them. We'll be back after this short timeout.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson, we specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
We are back, a South Gibson timeout and a good one. You see our girls breaking. After you've played this many games in a 4-day period, you need to rest those legs. A wise timeout. Very smart by Coach Katie Embry. Both teams come into this game undefeated. Stokes will inbound for them. We're going to pick up, kind of using the ball you man principles. We'll switch and we'll run over and double. They caught us with the rotation. They'll kick it across, which is a good way. Good ball movement. And a nice shot that time by Stokes, and I believe that's her first basket of the night. A little traveling music that time, the pressure. Force that turnover. 26-18. See a great shot by our camera crew of the official. Stokes has it out front. Byers and Faith Reed jockeying for position. There's that push off on the screen. And keep an eye when Byers sets a screen. Almost a steal, but that only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. The skip pass. Byers wants it from 12. Rolls off. Sancillo gets the rebound. Boy, she had locked arms there with Bennett. Back to Faith Reed. Dunn will get it back, and she'll set our offense. Reed in the post. She can pop out and shoot the three. Just missed one a while ago. Ball goes in the corner. Sancillo looks for a cutter coming through. That's Faith Reed. Out to Jade Reed, and bullseye. Jade Reed with her 8th point. Kelly has it. Brings it towards the left side. Keeps it. Starts to go to the hole. Gets knocked away, and a good job that time by Owens. And it goes off of Kelly is the last person actually to touch it. Wholesale substitution. Well, not wholesale, but coming in is Greer Bartholomew for Huntington. She is a freshman. We'll see who else came in. Addie Doyle back out there for the Lady Hornets. And that time a little excitement as Bennett got a little over-engaged in that one. She was just wanting to try to get a steal. I've got Knox Bennett with 2.
She does have 2 fouls.
30 seconds left in the quarter. Done. Let's see if we go for the last shot. We throw it in. Owens picks up the loose ball, going in for the layup. And Ava Owens with her 4th point. The freshman has come through. Picked back up quickly. 16 seconds and counting in the 3rd quarter of play. They dribble, penetrate, and kick, and that's what you do. It's a version of dribble drive with a little motion to it. Dribble drive motion, what they call here's done, trying to get rid of it. That will end the quarter, but the Lady Hornets have a 30-18 lead over the Phillies. Let's take a timeout.
For more than 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and dependable auto care. Our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson has proudly served the community for decades, delivering the excellence you've come to rely on. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. All tire sizes, ATV to light truck and beyond. Visit our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson today. King Tire Company, where long-standing tradition meets exceptional service.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not, Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Okay, I'm going to let you run the stats down, or at least the points for both teams.
Huntington first. Bowers with 6 points. Kelly with 3 points. Stokes with 3 points. And Smith with 6 points. For South Gibson, Ivy with 8 points. Faith Reed with 2 points. Ava Owens with 4 points. Jade Reed with 8 points. Trinity Johnson with 2 points. And Carson Dunn with 6 points.
Okay, we're ready for the all-important fourth quarter with a 12-point lead at 30-18. Got to watch. Do we have anybody for the Lady Hornets in foul trouble? It'll be the Phillies basketball.
Jade Reed has 4. Trinity Johnson has 3. Ava Owens 2. Faith Reed 2. And Ivy with 2.
And here come the Huntington Lady Mustangs or Phillies. I got to make sure I keep it right. Screen and roll, they overshot Byers. Pass was a little flat. It has to have just a little bit of hump into it. Ava Owens to inbound the ball. Let's see if they change their pressing. It's 2-2-1. They've even brought their back girl all the way up with Smith out of the game. It's like playing 5-on-4 at first. Nice break of it, and we traveled. That was going to be very nice. Serenity Johnson, though, couldn't. The pivot foot slid. It'll be a turnover. Again, that 12-point lead for the Lady Hornets. We pick up man-to-man, and they'll, like I said, they'll either run and trap or run and jump when they get a chance. Most of the time, there's the run and jump part because they weren't trapping. 3-point shot up off the iron, rebound, fought for. Doyle had it, but they, for just a brief second, but they dove in there, and it'll be a jump ball. Should be possession arrow, South Gibson. Coming back into the ball game is Jade Reed. Doyle leaves. Reed will inbound it. Ciancillo ahead. Over to, that must have touched the standard back there because just because it's on the top doesn't mean it's out of bounds, but it's a turnover. A little sloppy here at first, Alex.
It is very sloppy. 15 turnovers in the game for South Gibson.
And it looks like that one's going to be good. Let's see who the foul is on.
It is on Carson Dunn.
That is on Dunn. Basket good, shooting 1 is Delaney Byers, and she's a good shooter, and she drains it. She's got 9 on the night. 30-21, 9-point lead. Stopping and popping a little overshot, rebound, pull down. That looked like Owens, and it was. Dunn wanted to use the screen. Nice pass. She saw the open man, that being Jade Reed. And Jade's got her 10th point. And we caught him, almost had a steal, but now there's going to be a hold. And the referee says something to all the players, and that's good preventative officiating. Foul is on Owens. 2 team fouls in the fourth quarter, and that's important to stay out of that. How many fouls on Owens?
She has 3 fouls.
3 fouls, what you have. Okay. We'll check it against that. I've got 2, so we'll check it against the official book. Here's Byers. You got to stop her. She's got a nice Euro step. She's got her 5th point in the quarter, 11 in the game, and she makes it a 9-point game again. Ball kicked. It'll belong to the Lady Hornets, out of bounds. 6:05 to go in this contest, non-district contest. Smith checks back in, and Greer Bartholomew checks out. They were actually playing with 5 guards, although some of their guards have good height. On the left wing, Ciancillo. Step out dribble, give back to Ciancillo, running one-hander. It should be good. Do they allow the basket? Let's see. The basket is good. The foul is on 22 Bennett. Ciancillo with the free throw misses, and now looks like we're going to pick up a foul. That one on Trinity Johnson.
That is her 4th foul.
That is an item, and I want to say that's the 4th team foul. They've still got 3 up there, so I may have had a stray mark. I do use ink, and that's one of the disadvantages of using ink is stray marks. Nice run and jump defense, the dribble handoff. We didn't execute the switch, but stealing a pass that was a little flat, but good reach by Jade Reed. Dunn will walk it down the floor, holding an 11-point lead right now. Basket here, any basket's big, but one right here would be big for the Lady Hornets. Count is on. It's at 3. She penetrates, breaks the count off. Shot up, but fouled. I believe the arm was hit. It'll be a 2-shot foul. And the foul is on Kelly. Quinn Kelly. Dunn's first trip to the line. 2 team fouls. Shot it, got it. 7 points for Dunn. She has 2 threes and now a free throw. Trinity Johnson comes out. Faith Reed back in. Dunn shot it, got it. That one was nothing but string music that time, Alex. Here's a 3 up. We were a little slow getting back over there to it, and that was Stokes with her 6 point. There's a timeout on the floor. South Gibson Lady Hornets 36. The Huntington Phillies 26. Let's take that timeout.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Back with South Gibson basketball on Worthy Road Studios YouTube page and Facebook page. Let's hear from Alex about some of the fine people that bring you this for free.
Some of our advertisers is the Blacksmith Restaurant, Chuck Hutton, Nissan, King Tire Company, Jones Chevrolet, Deaton's Carpet, Elite Dental, McCoy's Heating and Air, Foundation Bank, and Great American Sports.
That's just some of the fine people. He'll bring you some more. And Alex, fouls and turnovers, though, a big item so far. Faith Reed to inbound. We'll get some totals from Alex in a minute because he's busier than a cat covering up on a hot tin roof. Reach in, knock away. It was no foul there. Back on the attack, and right now momentum has seemed to go back to the Phillies of Huntington. They go inside the big post player, step through, fall away, and it rolls over the rim for Sarah Beth Smith's 8th point, and she's cut into this lead again. Ciancillo quickly off to Owens, the freshman who plays so good, not like a freshman. May have gotten away with a walk, though, then. We're honest about it, to Faith Reed. It's an 8-point game. 3 up, off the back of the iron, rebound, Ciancillo. Ivy, a busy senior tonight. Dunn wants to go to the hole, kicks it out. Reed thought about it, but she got it a little low, not in her shooting pocket. Here goes Faith Reed. Nice soft touch, laying it up over the front of the rim for her 4th point, and it's a 10-point game again with 4:05 and counting. Long forecourt pass. Reed recovers, cuts off Byers, trying to drive the right baseline, but here's a 3 up and 3 down, and I'm going to tell you what now, Stokes has heated up, if you want to say that, is shooting it. I think that's her 9th point.
That is her 9th point.
And steps are going to be called. If you can see down, even the SRO or the police officer, he's got into it down there. You can tell he's a Philly and Mustang fan. 38-31. Those threes can cut into it. Important defensive possession for the Lady Hornets. Not to say every possession's not important. Here's the three. We're giving them just a little too much room. We knock it away because good position ahead. Can see Ancillo chase it down. She does. Tries to make the pass. They say it's kicked. It'll belong to the Lady Hornets. And let's see what we've got going out of bounds with the Lady Hornets leading 38-31. Trinity Johnson checking back in. The freshman Owens, who's given some good minutes, checking out. 1-4 across the baseline. Reed and Johnson on there, but they go outside. This is Faith Reed. 3 up, 3 down, nothing but string music for her. She's got 5 in this quarter and 7 in the game. We make them pick it up at the half line. The cutter, we block it. Boy, we've got active hands and feet. Dunn, Carson Dunn, what a job by her. Carson just a junior. She'll be back next year. We got a lot of young players. One time, the Phillies had 5 seniors on the floor. They have a lot of experience. See Kelly coming out, 2-guard front. They hit Byers in the post. She drives. The big girl outside. 3 up, just off the iron, and good block out. And you got to go up and get it, and that's what Jade Reed did. She got rid of it, got it back. Now she'll give it off to Dunn. Crossover dribble. Johnson wants to go up and in. It's going to bounce off the rim, but look at that rebound by Faith Reed. Out to Ciancillo. Her shot off, and the rebound comes down to Bennett. Bennett gets it off to Kelly. Kelly gives it back to Bennett. They're working out front. Smith back in the high post area and knocking it out of bounds. Faith Reed, you see her familiar number 12. Inbounding it is Delaney Byers, the 5'7" senior for the Phillies. Stokes got it, and she's hit 2 threes in this quarter. Don't want to let her get another shot if we can. Run a screen, a couple of cutters off of the post player. They feed inside. Let's see if we can hold position. She falls away a little bit, didn't get it in the magic square, and that's the square on the and they'll get an offensive foul. You saw Dunn fully extend, and that is an offensive foul on Carson Dunn. Not what you want to commit with a 10-point lead at the 157 mark. Coming in for them is 14 Greer Bartholomew. They'll go 4 across the baseline. Look like all shooters in there. Got to match up with them. And I'm going to tell you what, Bartholomew just drained one. That's a 3. Ahead to Reed. They left her open. Reed's going to lay it up for a big 2 right there. Jade Reed, 12 on the night unofficially. 43-34. We make them pick it up. Keep the pressure on. There's a handoff. The 3 is up off the back of the iron. Reed playing Windex lady tonight. She's cleaned the board several times. Dunn will use clock. They're going to try to trap her and make her give it up. Faith Reed comes out to help her at the volleyball 3-meter line. Centered in the floor, count off, on. Now it's off again. Inside, Reed twirls, goes up. She's fouled. She'll shoot 2. Nice move by Jade Reed. And that looked like Stokes. How many fouls on Stokes for them?
Stokes has 2 fouls.
She's got 2. We're shooting 2. Reed has not been to the free throw line. Shot it, got it. Bill Haney would love to say that. Timeout is called by the Lady Hornets. Coach Embry wants to talk about it. We'll take a timeout here on the South Gibson Worthy Road Studios Basketball Network.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
We are back here. Remind you, this is a copyright broadcast. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or further use of this contest without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited. I think we've shot free throws a little better tonight. My stats are unofficial, but I think we've only missed 2 so far, haven't we, Alex?
Sounds about right to me.
And you can count on Alex. He's good with the stats. All I do is run my mouth. Reed has already hit 1, and she is 1 for 1. She'll be attempting her second free throw. And it rolls in. She's got 6 points in the quarter, 14 in the game. Stokes comes down, gets it knocked away from her, but it'll be off of South Gibson. The Phillies of Huntington have 5 shooters in there right now, including the freshman that just bombed one a minute ago. This is Bennett. Ciancillo's got her. They feed inside. And again, that's that teaching point. You've got to make it curl back into them. You kind of bring your hand over the top, turn over Huntington. Probably both coaches are not going to be happy with the turnover situation tonight. Game of ebb and flows. We'll talk more about that at another time. Jade Reed's got it in the forecourt with 48 seconds. 11-point lead. Huntington's going to have to foul to stop this clock. There's a foul. I'm not sure that's the way they were going for the steal. That's on Quinn Kelly. We'll let Alex tell you about that.
That is her second foul.
That's only 14 fouls, so it'll be side out of bounds. The next foul will put the Lady Hornets shooting 2. So you'll have a stack. Ciancillo is the top of the stack. Dunn the bottom of it. They get it to Ivy. Ivy wants to get it back. There's a reach in, no call, and there's rightfully no call. Now it looks like they fouled Ivy. Foul on 1-4. And of course, that's Bartholomew, isn't it?
That is, and that's her first foul.
She's the freshman that came in. Ciancillo shooting 2 and drains this one. So she's now 1 for 2 unofficially from the line. 46-34 lead with 31.2 seconds. Shot it, got it. 2 for 3 from the line. Stokes brings it down. They got to light the threes up now. Bennett, they're going to get us for a push. You cannot put that, when you gain an advantage. Ivy knew it, getting some words of wisdom from her head coach, Katie Embry, and the bench. At the line for 2. First one off the iron, that's Knox Bennett. Knox is also a freshman. I think an oddity in the roster, there's no juniors or sophomore. Misses both of them. Rebound comes to Reed. Reed gives it to Dunn. Dunn picked up by a couple of people. They cut her path off. There's the foul. You got to have either quick steals or quick fouls in this situation. That's on Byers. That's her 4th. At the line is Trinity Johnson. She's 0 for 1 from the line tonight. And 0 for 2, and I see the hand go out to the side just a hair. Doyle coming in. Also coming in is Serenity Johnson. Ava Owens coming back in. And a well-deserved rest by some of the. Let's watch Johnson's hand when she lets go of it. Much better, still rattled in, but she's got her 3rd point of the night. Long pass to Bartholomew. They got to get the ball up quick. There's no chance to win this one, but you'd love to score one more time. Here comes the shot. No good, and the final 48 for the Lady Hornets, 34 for the Phillies of Huntington. and the Lady Hornets stay undefeated. We'll come back with totals and more after this timeout on the Worthy Road Studios YouTube and Facebook page. Also, we want to welcome those folks from 93.7 FM, the viewers, and we will take a timeout and come back with more basketball.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, "I'm going to Jackson."
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, "I'm going to Jackson."
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been your trusted source for quality tires and auto care. Since 1959, our family-owned business, now managed by our third generation, has proudly served the community with 3 locations: East End Drive in Humboldt, Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson, and Airways Boulevard in Jackson. From tires and alignments to oil changes, general repair, brakes, belts, hoses, radiators, and more, King Tire Company has the expertise and service you can count on. King Tire Company, keeping you on the road since 1959.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your team sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
We are back here. Happy final for the ladies tonight, but here is Alex with the final point total. And I do, before Alex does that, want to thank the secretary here at Huntington and Porsche McClurkin for their help with stats and getting me some starters. And that helped Alex too, but good people, of course, the people. You can't beat Mark Dunn and our coaches, both head coaches and assistants. But here is Alex King with the final stats on that first game.
First for Huntington, Bears with 11 points, Quinn Kelly with 3 points, Josie Stokes with 9 points, and Sarah Beth Smith with 8 points. And for South Gibson, Ivy Sincillo, 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 fouls. Faith Reed, 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 fouls. Ava Owens, 4 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 fouls. Jade Reed, 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 fouls. Trinity Johnson, 3 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 fouls. And Carson Dunn, 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 fouls.
Good night for both teams. I believe we were 7 for 9 from the free throw line. I know we only missed 2. You've probably got a better, and I think they were 3 for 5. And as many fouls as we committed, guess what? We did not put them at the line much.
We did not. And it was very good cornbread and onion breath defense, as Coach Joe would say.
Yeah, I love that term. That's the only way to play it, cornbread and onion breath defense. We did a good job, though, tonight. Blocked out for the most part. A couple of things. You cannot play a perfect game. You strive to be perfect. Now, I'm sure we're going to start our normal starting lineup of Thomas, Tritt, Ado, Beaver, and Crawford. And it looks like, I've got their numbers, but I've got to get a little sheet out that tells exactly who those young men are. I've got Caleb Izell, Kenton Smith, Braylon Dearman, Bryson Whiteside, and E.J. Lewis to start for them. 1 senior, a couple of juniors, and 2 sophomores to start for them. Of course, the Huntington girls started 5 seniors. And, of course, we've got several seniors that start and play quite a bit for us. Tell you what, let's do. Let's take one more break. We'll come back, and Alex and I will talk about this contest a little bit. Let's take a short timeout.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and auto care. Since 1959, we've been proudly serving the Humboldt community from our East End Drive location. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. Tires from the name brands you trust, and in all sizes from ATV to light truck and beyond. Stop by King Tire Company on East End Drive today, keeping Humboldt rolling since 1959.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Alex, before we get to starting lineups, tell us two or three more of our fine sponsors that bring you where you don't have to pay a fee.
Fitscape Salon Service, Rep Lodge Lawrence Funeral Home, and Summit of Jackson, and the Willows of Jackson.
Okay, let's get the starting lineups. Cohen Thomas, the junior, wearing number 2. And wearing number 3, a senior, Sam Tritt. And boy, he lit up a game the other night. And number 14, the junior, Richard Adu. Wearing number 15, a junior, Cade Beaver. And the senior, wearing number 24, Gavin Crawford. They'll turn the lights out. That's one reason I went ahead and gave you the starters. Kenton Smith, 23, a sophomore. Number 2, Caleb Ezell, he's a junior. Number 10 is a senior, E.J. Lewis. 31, Bryson Whiteside, a sophomore. Number 11, a junior, Braylon Dearman. They are coached by Porsche McClurkin. Our Hornets are coached by Drew Pirtle in his first year. Of course, Porsche used to be at the Clarksburg School. You got a couple of quick stats or something about the game with Union City that you can tell them?
South Gibson County versus Union City. Cohen Thomas, 13 points. Cade Beaver, 6 points. Sam Tritt, 7 points. Gavin Crawford, 8 points. Cooper Yarbrough, 3 points. Aiden Moore, 4 points. And Richard Adu, 3 points. South Gibson had 12 turnovers in the first half and 6 turnovers in the second half for a total of 18 turnovers in the game. Would like to see less turnovers. And South Gibson went 7 for 14 shooting free throws.
South Gibson wins the tip. Trent has it. Again, almost the same style defense. It's a pack style defense unless it's a 1-2-2. We got to run a cutter through it. I can tell you what it is. Sam Tritt from the baseline, 3 up off the back of the iron. Rebound belongs to the Mustangs. And that's Ezell with it. He gives off to 23, Kenton Smith. Smith wants to go up with it. I gotta believe he got it, didn't he?
He did.
So an early 2-0 lead. There's out to Cohen Thomas. His shot off the back, leaning back a little too much. Ado with the rebound and up. Good job by him. Ado, I will get it right. Ado. There we go. Here's a steal. Cohen Thomas on the run out. Banks it in off the glass. Nice and soft. And the game was tied at 2, but it's not anymore. Here's a shot up, in and out rebound. Taken away by Ado. And when Ado gets going, he can control a board game. Kick out Thomas. Ado wants a 3 from the top of the circle. Off the iron. Rebound goes to Ezell. Shot up, no good. Rebound, fought for, but picked up. Cohen Thomas, it's 1-on-2. Here comes the rest of the team. And good defense by Caleb Ezell, as Ezell knocked that one out of bounds. Hornets go 1-4 across the baseline. Outside, Gavin Crawford. 3 up, 3 down. Crawford. It's a 7-2 game. Shot up off the iron. Maybe a little push in there, but that's okay. We just got to block out a little harder. Ezell, he goes up and bombs one. Shot up, no good. And coming down with it is a very strong young man, Whiteside. Kicked outside, driving the lane, no call. Now there'll be a call, and we'll have to see I believe they called steps on him, didn't they?
They did.
Wow. P.J. Lewis tried to drive it down in there. 31 Whiteside, strong-looking young man, isn't he?
He is.
Comes Thomas. They'll try to double him and make him give it up. And it is a zone. It's a 1-2-2 zone. Oh, in and out. Tritt's shot wouldn't stay down. They've got the rebound on a run out. And it's going to be a foul and probably the bucket as 23 Kenton Smith will get the bucket and he'll shoot one. Foul is on Gavin Crawford. His first, team first. And at the line for one, Kenton Smith. Shot it, got it, and that was pretty smooth right there. Shot by Tritt off. Could be a rebounding foul there. And it looks like they're going to get Kenton Smith. Team's first, Smith's first. It's early. And we'll go to kind of a wishbone or Xing off of a man in the middle. Beaver steps out and gets the deep pass. We try to feed inside and it's knocked away. Receiver almost has to slide up a little bit and get that leg hooked in there. Smith's shot a little flat, comes off, rebound to Gavin Crawford. 2-on-1, but they recover. Corey Thomas dribbles, penetrates, but gives it off to Crawford unselfishly. He picks up the assist. Crawford's got 2 threes. 10-8 the score. This time Whiteside, and boy, the big man delivers, doesn't he?
He does.
Whiteside looked good with that one, and he's strong enough he can fall back a little bit. Pass off in midair to Beaver. Beaver gets his first 2. Cade Beaver, 12-11. Thomas has got it. They'll double him and foul him. And this has got to be on Whiteside. Be his first, team second. Nadeau with the basketball. We drive the baseline, kick out Crawford. His shot drifts to the right, and it's rebounded by Ezell. Shot no good, missing. They steal it back. We steal it back. Cohen Thomas, numbers are not in our favor. He pulls up, shoots the 3, misses, but Ado gets his second basket. It's a 14-11 game. They come back fast. Beaver gets a partial block. Thomas with it. They'll double him. And it should be a blocking foul. And I am looking for, there he is, number 4, Kelton Johnson. Did not have him on the main roster list, but the one that Portia McClurkin and the secretary sent me, he is on that one. We had it, was driving the whole unforced turnover really with it 14-11. Game's only been tied once. We're playing player-to-player, man-to-man defense. They'll back it out. They being Huntington. Out front to Johnson. A lot of moves, penetration. We hit the pass, but There is Ezell again. That's his second three, and this game is tied at 14. Second time it's been tied. Trent in the corner. And a nice pass to Gavin Crawford for his 8th point of this quarter. 16-14. Hornets with the lead again over the Mustangs. Nice back door. We lost sight, and it's tied at 16. Ezell's got 8 for them. Thomas kicks it off. Trent drives, goes up. His shot misses. He'll get the rebound after it's tipped around, goes up, but he's going to be fouled. Sam Trent will be to the line for the first time. That one off the front of the iron. That was the foul was on E.J. Lewis. Second one rattles in and out. This is Johnson with the basketball into the high post area to Lewis. Lewis looking for a receiver. Outside deep, about NBA range. This one would be past NBA range. Good defense by the Hornets. There's a steal by Cohen Thomas. It's 3-on-3. Let's see if he takes it all the way. Tries the floater, but it's short. Lewis got the rebound, takes it down to the hole. Misses. Cade Beaver playing rebound man or Windex man if you like cleaning the boards. And a turnover. Maybe unnecessary that time. It's like Moore is in the ball game. Aiden Moore. Ezell's got it. Here's the drive. Going to be a blocking foul and 2 shots. Richard Ado. His first, team second. And that one good. And I believe Mr. Smith is perfect from the line, Alex.
That's what I have.
Shot it, got it. Kind of a line drive one. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. He got 2 buckets. Pressure defense. They're back in a man-to-man defense. They had matched up the first time they came down and made it look like as though we had no cutters. Trent shot. It's good, I think. Let's see if they wave it off. No. Sam Trent at the buzzer. Hornets and Mustangs tied up at 18. Let's take a short timeout on Worthy Road Studios.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
We are back. Alex, I'll let you give our point total very quickly.
2 points for Cohen Thomas, 2 points for Sam Trent, 4 points for Richard Ado, 2 points for Cade Beaver, and 8 points for Gavin Crawford. The score is 18-18 to the first quarter.
Okay, Ado with 4. I wanted to make, and you got Crawford with what, 8?
8.
And we're just about ready for second quarter action. Let's see if we can check and see. Aiden Moore is out there. Other than that, we not a whole lot of change on our lineup. They get a man away. We hit it, but I'll tell you what, this kid's a shooter now. And that is Smith again.
That is his 9th point.
Wow. They're matched up, and they are definitely man-to-man now. I watched the cuts. Steele, 2018 lead by the Mustangs, and Kenton Smith was wanting to light it up again. Good battle between Thomas and Ezell. NBA 3 off the back of the iron. Skying for it is Cohen Thomas, and it looks like a foul on number 10, Lewis. You and I agree, I guess, with 2 on Lewis.
That's my first on him.
Oh, you only got 1 on him? And he does have just 1. Okay, we'll mark that. That's the thing Coach Embry and I was talking about the other night, Porsche McClurkin up coaching. Of course, I don't think Drew Pirtle ever sits down for the Hornets. He's an active young man. Porsche an active young man also. Known both of them a long time. 3 from the top of the circle, no good. And that's Yarbrough. Nice pass inside, shot blocked. Thomas, they let him pick it up. I didn't think they would let him pick it up without calling a violation, but they did. Thomas, very active young man. Trying to hit the cutter. Moore's pass intended for Beaver stolen, and Thomas is going to pick up a foul that in the excitement he got, but he doesn't need. Team first in the second quarter. Remember, you only get 5 fouls now, and on the 5th one you shoot 2. No more 1-and-1s. Crawford checking back in. Aiden Moore going out. Cooper Yarbrough in there right now, wearing number 1. They run that underneath cut, and sometimes you lose turning your head, your man. Shot off, but a nice positioned rebound. Nice block by Yarbrough, and we get the ball. Cade Beaver had the muscle for that one, Alex.
He did.
2018, the Hornets trail the Mustangs. A little dribble weave outside with Trent handling the ball. Cross court to Yarbrough. He wanted to dribble penetrate, kicks it back out. Crawford to Beaver. Cohen Thomas goes thumbs down. A lot of pressure applied. We couldn't get the screen set. Crawford, nice pass along the baseline. Trent leaning back a little bit, comes up a little short, and here goes Smith. He wants to go coast to coast, and he did. Kenton Smith is all over the place, and it's a 4-point lead for the Mustangs. It should be a hold call. The referee is absolutely correct. It'll be on the floor, though. Foul is on Ezell. We get it in bounds. Crawford wants to go. Whiteside with the block. We retreat. Smith pulls up, shoot a 3. We got to hold on to it, gentlemen. We couldn't. It got knocked around. Ezell's going to try another 3. He's leaning back a little bit like we talk about. Here comes Crawford. And they don't call the jump ball on that one. There's the Euro step, and it's going to go in. Wow. Basket's good. And that's Thomas. That's an item. 2 fouls early, and I think you'll see Aiden Moore coming back in the game. This is Braylon Dierman going to the line to try an old-fashioned 3-point play. Shot it, got it. 7-point lead. Thomas going to come out of the ball game. 15, Hayes Eubanks was kind of dogging. He's a freshman, but he's got fouls to waste. He's very aggressive. I think they're going to get him for a push. He was kind of bumping Thomas a minute ago. Eubanks. I know I don't know if that's the son of one of the coaches up here, but it is Hornet basketball trailing, needing a basket right now. Turnover again. Right now, that'll be an item for Coach Pirtle to talk about at halftime. Got to cut some of these turnovers down, and some of them are the variety you don't need. 25-18, Huntington with the lead. High screen for Smith. It's going to be a reach in. It's on the floor. Ado.
That is his second foul.
Now you heard Alex say that's 2 on him, and we can use his rebounding. We don't need him in foul trouble. We made them work for it, but they got it in to Kenton Smith. Got to be an illegal screen. And I was right. And that foul on Dearman. Got to be the team fourth. What's that on Dearman, though?
That is his first foul.
A lot of pressure being put out. The freshman Eubanks looks like a football player, too. Very aggressive young man, but you got to like it. There's that spot again. We had somebody. Boy, both players slipped. A lot of body, and I think the South Gibson fans and bench wanted a foul on that one, but they said no harm, no foul. It's out of bounds. Sam Trent will be the trigger man. 1-4 cross. Out to Beaver. Check that hand by Whiteside in there. He needed a search warrant then. Jump stop, or actually the crow hop step, Euro step, but they get it out. Eubanks, nice pass. And Smith with a little bit of a yo-yo move. I've got him with 13 total, but we'll check it against Alex.
He does have 13.
Here's the shot. Looks good, rattles in. That is Yarbrough with a 3. And we needed that. It's 27-21. Timeout's been called on the floor with the Mustangs leading the Hornets in the second quarter. Let's take that timeout on Worthy Roads in South Gibson basketball.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
We are back. Alex, anything that jumps out at you that we need to tell people?
I think just fouls. Stay out of foul trouble. Cohen Thomas with 2 fouls, and Ado with 2 fouls, and Gavin Crawford with 1 foul.
How many turnovers do we have roughly?
6 turnovers.
That's more than Coach would want at this time, but it's been a very physical game like the girls' game was.
It has been. More scoring in this game than the girls' game, though.
Kenton Smith hands off to Ezell. Ezell tries to dribble, penetrate. This is Eubanks. We'll pick up the new player that's in for them after we see Eubanks falling away. I know his coach is going to tell him don't fall away so much. Whiteside, he's strong enough to fall away, but missed the rebound. They give to Whiteside. I think he stepped out of bounds. They say double dribble, but I think he also. That's Hutch, Tyreek Hutch in the ball game. Again, Eubanks is going to pick up. Strong young man. He's playing Tritt. Just a freshman, I believe. And he is. Here's the drive. Oh, Moore had it, then lost it. He picks it back up. Be a jump ball. Possession arrow says South Gibson Hornets. 27-21 with 2:59 to go in the first half of play. We're in the second quarter. Alex King, Coach Joe Holloway, along on the South Gibson Worthy Road studio boy. Nice out-of-bounds play. Cade Beaver gets his 4th point. That was nice, folks. 27-23. I got it back, Chris. Yep. Oh, a little push-off. We got called in the Earls game for the same push-off that Ezell. Here's Kenton Smith, and he wheels, deals, goes up. He shoots it soft, and that one was shooter's touch. He's got 15 just in the first half. That's a night for a lot of people. Trent kicks it, and they'll get him for a charge. And that is his first, but it's the team 4th. And it looks like Gavin Crawford getting ready to come back in. They got Hutch down in the post. There's the push off by Ezell again. He's gaining advantage. There's a travel. We get the turnover. They didn't call it, but we get the turnover on the steal. And shot blocked, and it was not goaltending. That'll be, and that's a hard call to make. And Hutch probably says, I didn't do it, but from the backside you call that, and it's going to be a foul. At the line will be Cooper Yarbrough. Cooper's first shot up, and nothing but string music. He's got 4. Second one eyes it, tries it, buys it with string music. He's got 5 on the night. Crawford's coming in for Yarbrough. It's a 29-25 game. Smith taking his time, and he is a very good player. A lot of nice moves. Goes to Hutch in the low post, kick out to Eubanks, to Ezell. Ezell wants it a little straighter, and with him not falling away so much, he hits his 3rd 3, and it's a 32-25 game. Moore's 3 off the iron. Rebound to Kenton Smith. Smith streaking down the floor. I thought he walked first. Oh, they're going to get him for the charge. I'll take up for the kid. I thought he walked first. Got 2 on him.
I also have 2.
You do not shoot offensive fouls, but that was the 5th team foul on the Mustangs. But again, you did not shoot the foul there. 1:20 and counting. 32-25, 7-point lead. And we'll go to the line and shoot 2. The foul is on Hutch. And I've got 2 quick ones on him. That's Tyreek Hutch.
I also have 2 fouls.
Tritt's 0 for 2 from the line. Had to stay straight up. It kind of rattled, but it still went in. Second one, very important one. Good shot, good form. Let's tighten this game back up a little bit. Looks like Braylon Dearman, the junior, coming back in for them. It's a 5-point game with 1:14 to go in the first half. Kelton Johnson back on the floor for them. Ezell handling the point. Caleb is a junior and a good one. Beaver forces the big man to go to his left. Good defense. Cade Beaver with the steal. Needing help, though, because he had to pick his dribble up. There comes Sam Tritt. Tritt's going to be tripped by Dearman. really didn't mean to trip him, but it happens, and Tritt will go back to the line. Sam Tritt, the senior, shooting 2. This can cut into the lead with the clock not running. It's been an interesting ball game. No 1-and-1s, remember that. Shot it, got it. How many points do you have for Sam Tritt?
I have 5, including that basket he just had.
Second one up, and boy, Sam's now in the groove.
Now he has 6.
Got 6 on the night, as Alex told you. 32-29, 45 seconds and counting. They may hold it for the last shot or either try to draw us out, and they'll take one if it's an easy one. And again, they are letting Ezell and Johnson handle the ball a lot out front. Now, Johnson wanted to go. He'll pull it back out. Let's see. They're going to try to run it down, and they won't take anything but a layup or at about 10 to 12 seconds. We'll see when they start it. Some start at 12, some at 10. They're going to start it at 12. I thought a little T-Berry shuffle traveling music, a little dribble weave outside. Johnson wants to go the whole step back three is going to be way short, and that shot's not going to get off. The half is going to end with the Huntington Mustangs leading 32-29. And Katie Embry will be with us in just a moment. Let's take a 1-minute timeout, and then you get to hear the beautiful coach of the Lady Hornets.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been a trusted name in quality tires and auto care, proudly serving the Jackson community for decades from our Old Hickory Boulevard location. With tires, alignments, oil changes, AC repairs, brakes, belts, hoses, radiator repair, and more. King Tire Company delivers the expertise and reliability you can depend on. Visit King Tire Company on Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson today, where decades of experience meet top-notch service.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
And Paul Schultze, you've got Beauty and the Beast here, and I'm definitely the Beast.
That's not it at all.
The fine former point guard at David Lipscomb University, but we need to talk about you, your coaches, your young ladies. 3 games in 4 days, and you didn't play any slackers in those. You played some good teams that were athletic, and we got to have tired legs. But tell them about those 3 games.
So I guess the last time we talked was Chester County.
Chester County.
Okay, so since we played Chester, we played Union City at UT Martin, and they are an extremely talented single A team, and they're going to give anybody in single A all they want.
Yes.
They've got a really good player in Moss. I can't remember her number. I think it was 11. It's been too many games since now. But she's a very talented player. She's a sophomore. She's young. But the girls came in. They were excited to play at UTM. And, we just had a great game at UTM wearing them down. Our defense has that effect on teams. Like they can hang with us for a couple quarters, but eventually our defense just wears you out physically and mentally. And that's what happened when we played Union City. That's what happened when we played tonight. We went to Mississippi on Monday and got to hang out with Preston's family, who are probably tuned in. So, hey, Sissy, hey, Poppy. And they cooked for us. The girls got to feed some cows. It was quite the farm experience for them on Monday. And so they had a great time just kind of seeing where Preston grew up, because that's where he's from, is Senatobia. And they got to play in Preston's high school gym, so that was just a neat experience.
Now, did he go to Tunica Academy?
He went to Senatobia High School, but his coach, the coach that coached him at Senatobia High School, now coached Tunica Academy.
Yes.
So it was very full circle. We got to play against his old high school coach at his old high school gym. So it was just kind of a full circle moment. It was fun. And And when, that game, it was funny. Troy, his name is Troy, who coaches Tunica Academy. He got our game film and he called me. He said, "Nope, I ain't playing you. I'm not doing it." And so, anyways, he knew that what he signed up for on that game. He was trying to backpedal a little bit, but it was just really fun getting to play them and just kind of having that moment with them. And then tonight we play a really well-coached Huntington team. Senior heavy. They start 5 seniors. Now, I will say everybody they bring off the bench is a freshman. So they've got, the talent for next year. They're going to be really young again next year. But this year they're experienced. They've got 5 seniors who have been through, the last 4 years with Coach Wilkins, and Coach Wilkins does a great job. They're going to be fundamental. They're going to scout. They're going to do things the right way. And I think Preston and I were talking, since we've been at South Gibson, I don't think we have come to Huntington and won.
I think you're right about that.
I don't know if you have to go back and check me, but
I will go back, but they're going to check me. Folks, I do know this is the 4th game in 5 days, but this one isn't over yet. Well, it is now for the girls.
Correct.
But it was only 3 out of 4 days, and then when that game was over and I kept my thought process, I thought you kids did a wonderful job, even with a few fouls, and obviously you and I have talked about that before. You didn't commit fouls that put them in the line. They only shot 5 free throws, if I'm correct.
Well, for us, that's really good because,
Yes.
that first game against Peabody, we fouled too much. And so that's been something we've been stressing about is making sure just, trying to increase their IQ on the court. Just, not fouling 90 feet from the basket, making sure we're walling things up, make them make hard shots. And if they finish one, on the way down, tell them good job and move on. But just not fouling and putting them in the bonus at any point is a big, something we really talk about quite a bit. But no, tonight was just, the first half was ugly. I think it was, 12-9?
Yeah, I don't think either team could buy a basket.
I believe you're right. Going back and looking at film, we'll see at least probably 10 points that we left out there, in the first half. But in the second half, they came out. They were on a mission, and I think I don't know what the run was, but I would say it was at least an 8-10-0 run.
Well, I know you went from 12 to 20 in, less than 2 minutes, I believe it was.
And, Faith and Ivy are seniors that, yes, they're seniors, but, missing last season was really hard for them, mentally and just, wanting to be out there. And so for them, I think it's their senior leadership, just knowing what they went through last year and being on the court this year. I just think both of them do such a great job for us of making sure we refocus at halftime. Jumpstart Ivy with her motor, she's everywhere. And then Faith with her consistency. That 3 that Faith hit where they cut the lead to, I think, maybe 7 or 8, and she just, nails the 3 in the corner. That was a massive 3 for a senior player. And so having those 2 in their leadership, even though we are young, is huge. And then, I depend heavily on Carson. She played pretty much 32 minutes tonight.
Yep.
And, I tell her all the time, she carries the point guard. It's a burden at times. She carries that burden so well. Like, she doesn't get flustered. She doesn't get too high, too low. She's just so steady. I don't get nervous when she has the ball in her hands. She just really completes us in that point guard position. And just the way she handles herself, you would think she was a senior too, but she's been starting, I guess, for 2 years now. She's going to be that kid people look up and are like, is she not graduated yet?
I had a coach say that to me over the weekend. I said, no, and she's back next
She's back again, and they're going to say the same thing about Jade. They're going to be like, have she not graduated yet?
Well, she's just getting started.
And
good.
she's just a sophomore.
Well,
and so,
bringing up young ones, Ava Owens gave you some good minutes and a couple of big baskets.
Preston, he really challenged her after the JV game. And so trying to get, when you're in middle school and you're in 8th grade, there's a certain, you need certain things. Your role is different, as an 8th grader where you've got to do a little bit more offensively. Coming in on our team, it's not so much the offensive side of things that we need from our freshmen. Like, we need them to make layups and to make free throws and, to do those little things. But we really need them to do what, like Ava did tonight. What we had was 6 rebounds, and 5 of them were offensive. And so being able to pull that board and bring it back out, and her motor the second half, her energy. She was a big game changer for us in the second half.
Now, I got to go back to Ivy for a minute.
100%.
I think somewhere, either on Saturday or last night, she made that cut. She played like the young lady, and you would have never known if she hadn't had the knee brace on. You'd never known she had surgery.
You know, I think we talked about it after the first game. Just she didn't look quite comfortable against Peabody, and you can see as the games have progressed and she's progressed, she is really, you know, trusting herself, trusting, you know, what her body can do. And I mean, she really is. I mean, she's a terror. Like any guard that sees her coming, they're kind of like, somebody else take it.
I wouldn't want her guarding me.
I don't want it. Just because she is, and she's figured out, you know, how not to pick up 2 quick fouls, and she's picking her spots, and, you know, I call her a one-man wrecking crew when it comes to that press.
Katie, we've got about 30 seconds before we got to make the change.
I got to keep talking about my girls, Joe.
Well, I know. Well, you know what? I'm going to make you come on the Saturday show sometime and let you talk about that. Quick something to the Hornet Nation, whatever you want to say, because we've got some time off. Just don't let the girls eat too much turkey at home, though.
Well, I'll be honest. We were talking earlier, but these girls, they have earned these 3 days rest that they're fixing to have. But, no, just, again, we traveled so well. If you look, you know, in the stands, we've got a full, you know, section of fans that traveled with us, and so we just appreciate all the support. Everybody that tunes into us, we appreciate them supporting us. And I hope everybody really has a great Thanksgiving and gets to spend it with their family and just kind of gets to slow down and chill for a couple of days and just, you know, take a deep breath and just enjoy the moment. So that's what I told the girls tonight. Just really, you know, just take a breath. Enjoy your time at home.
Step back and smell the roses. This interview will not only be replayed on the archive game on YouTube, it's going to be separated and played individually on YouTube also.
Oh, okay.
So, and folks, we're not on the school Facebook tonight because of computer problem. Katie, as always, I'm going to hold you to coming on my radio show.
I would love to.
We will do it.
So just let me know.
There she is. We're about ready to play. One night I'm going to make her do play-by-play, though.
Ooh.
And of a boys' game.
Okay.
But we've got to get started. Alex will jump back in here. He'll have you some stats. And we got to get the men's team going now. We only trail by 3, but we need to take that lead back and get with it. Huntington's got the ball first. Alex, we'll get your stats in just a moment. And here's a 3 that rattles around, and Thomas back with the rebound. And I will say this, that Kenton Smith had a big night. Nice cut. A block by Ezell. It'll be out of bounds. Who's the leading scorer for the Hornets, though, right now?
The leading scorer is Gavin Crawford with 8 points.
Gavin with 8. How many did Tritt have there? I had a text somebody wanting to know.
Tritt has 6 points.
Free throw shooting was pretty good. Now, Whiteside that time trying to be aggressive, committed a foul. And I'll check with you, but I've got him with 2 and 1 team foul.
That is his second foul.
Whiteside and Cade Beaver having a good battle. I would bet money on Whiteside playing football, and also Eubanks that comes off the bench playing football. Thomas kind of loses it. We pick it up. That's Gavin Crawford, the senior. We'll have cutters. And Ado with the basket, and I think I didn't get to see the game Saturday, but he's having a pretty good one with 6 right now.
He had 3 points Saturday.
Here's a drive. We partially block it. Gavin Crawford comes out of there with it, wants to go the hole, lays it up left-handed very nicely. Gavin having a big night with 2 threes and 2 twos for a total of 10 points. Man-to-man defense employed. Ado, though, really focused on Kenton Smith. A lot of bump and run there. Could have gone either way, but they'll get Cade Beaver. And they do. That's his first. And team first of this third quarter. There's a screen for Smith. They can't get it to him. He's got good moves, but stepping in for the steal, Gavin Crawford. And I think Smith's going to pick up a foul. How many has he got, if that is Smith, and it is?
Smith has 3 fouls.
That is an item because that young man had 15 big ones in the first half. Good shooter, got more moves than a hula girl. Now we've taken the lead back at 33-32, as you can see on the Worthy Road Studio scoreboard. They tip it. We get it back. Tritt kicks it out. Ado wants to go. Oh, nice bounce pass to Cade Beaver. I think he got fouled, and the official agrees with me. Cade will go to the line and shoot 2.
I think that's on Kenton Smith. That is his 4th foul.
You are right, Alex. I couldn't believe it. And they've got a man up at the table, but you can't come in on the first one. You have to wait till the first one is administered and shot. And Cade Beaver, nothing but string music. Coming into the game is Johnson. That's Kelton Johnson. And that's a big portion of their offense sitting on the bench. Second one leaned back a little bit, but Ado got the rebound. Tritt from the right side, overshot it. Whiteside with the rebound for Huntington. Long pass to Uzell, who streaked out there, and the basket is good. And a timeout by Porsche McClurkin, the head coach. We'll take one with him. We'll be back on the South Gibson Basketball Network.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Tied at 34 all. Coach McClurkin sends his group back out there. First 2 points were scored a minute ago by the Huntington Mustangs. They're going to press a little bit. We've been tied at 2, 14, 16, 18, and now 34. Inbound to Tritt. He'll bring it up, gets it into the middle to Ado. Ado, nice kick out to Beaver. Back to Tritt, around the horn. Gavin Crawford just a little short. And then Windex man for Huntington was Whiteside. He got that little spot off the board there, cleaned it up. A little movement around the outside. High post, but it's kept outside. Missed. We didn't do a good job blocking out. They missed the shot, though. Beaver retrieves the rebound. Gets it to Cohen Thomas, and that's a pretty good battle between him and E.J. Lewis. E.J. with a little reach in, but not really a foul. Tritt open on the baseline. They'll run a cutter. Oh, I thought we might have had the lob to Cohen. Ado with it outside, the handoff. Gavin Crawford wants it. Euro kicks out. Beaver didn't want the 3. He'll go back into the post area. They feed him, looking for the back door. He's going to take it to the hole. He's cut off by Whiteside. 34 all, 4:52 and counting. Tritt, some movement. He gets pushed, kick out. Doe wants the 3 from the left side. Doesn't go up. Tip. Tritt got it, and I think they're going to call a trip on the man guarding Tritt. And that looked like, is that Lewis with the foul?
Lewis.
It is.
That's his 3rd foul.
3 fouls. 4 team fouls. We'll be in the 1-and-1 quickly. Tritt wanted the 3, drives. A little hesitation move. His pass intercepted. And the official on that side properly called. Hornets will get the basketball. Still tied at 34 with 4:32 to go in the 3rd quarter of play. They go to Tritt in the backcourt. He'll be picked up by Ezell. Johnson over on Ado, and probably Lewis needed a saddle that time. He was a little closer. How many you got? I think it's 4.
That is his 4th foul.
And that means coming into the game is Hayes Eubanks, but if you're shooting 2, which is the proper thing with 5 team fouls in the 3rd quarter, so Cohen Thomas will go to the line. He's only got 2 points, and, of course, we saw that great performance he had down at Chester County. He can break the tie right here, rattles around and falls in for his 3rd point. Thomas, a junior, very exciting person. Second one, shot it, got it. Heard somebody the other night or other day at Umpy's, one of my Saturday show sponsors, whoa, there's going to be a little foul here, a little offensive foul. That one's going to be on Ezell. Would you say that's excessive use of hands?
That is, and that's also a second foul.
His second. It's an offensive foul or player control, so we won't shoot that one. It'll be inbounded inside by Doe. Trent trying to get free. Looks like another foul is coming up.
That is his 3rd foul.
Now, I got blocked out. Who's the call on? I did not get that.
Dearman.
Okay, it was on Dearman.
And all of a sudden, they're calling fouls. Earlier, it was very aggressive.
Yeah, you're right about that. Trent at the line. He's hit his last 4 after missing in the first quarter from the free throw line. Let's see what he does here. Shot it, got it, and that looks smooth as silk, better than milk going in. And I love a good glass of sweet milk. Sam Trent for his second one. Shot it, got it.
Shooting way better from the line today.
Absolutely. Got more people involved. I think Huntington would like to get a few more people involved in there. Whiteside and Beaver, boy, that's a physical matchup. And that one just missed by them. We let a man get away from us, Dearman. We've got to pick up a little better than that. Thomas has got it about 40 feet from the goal, goes down in the corner. Trent brought it back out. Thomas has got it. He's being stalked by Eubanks. Ezell slides through with Trent. A back door. We had a good play, but it was low, and you got to make it bounce up a little higher than the knees there in a turnover. 3:31 and counting in the 3rd quarter play. Johnson spins. Nice help, but we didn't block out again, and Beaver will get the foul, and it may be a worthwhile foul. That'll send Braylon Dearland, the junior, to the line. Shot it, got it. He's 2 for 2 now from the free throw line. He had an old-fashioned 3-point play back in the first half. Got him with 4. He'll shoot his second free throw. Shot it, got it. Nice touch by him on the follow-through. And it's 38-36, a white knuckler. For team, Key is in there, and if I'm not mistaken, Key is a freshman. And a turnover. High screen by Eubanks. There'll be a dribble handoff outside. Push off. Ezell got away with the push off again. Whiteside gets the baseline. Spin move. His shot missed. He may have gotten fouled. It just depends on your vantage point as an official. They've got a better one than we do. Pass almost stolen. Ado with the walk, and they'll get him. It'll be a charge. And I hope Ado is not hurt. I think I said Ado, but it's Ado. How many on Ado?
That is his 3rd foul.
Team 3rd, not a good item. We don't want to put them in and give 2-point contest with the Hornets leading by 2. Ezell being defended by Ado, who's a good defender, and Ado is just focusing on Ezell now with Smith out of the ball game. Johnson tries to go back door, but has to pop out and get it. very deliberate this time. And earlier they were going after it tooth and toenail. This is Key with the basketball. His shot up, no good. Now it's a foot race. Let's see if Eubanks, and hustling Eubanks gets back. It's a 3 up, missing. Beaver tips it. Kicked out to Gavin Crawford. It misses. Beaver fights for it but can't get it, and they'll get it to Ezell. You got to break down because this kid will bump you and go to the hole, and he does and falls away. He's got 4 in the quarter and 15, and this game is tied up at 38. 6 times it's been tied up. Thomas with the basketball to Trent, left corner. 3 up, and he's going to go and shoot 3 as the foul will be on Johnson. Kylan Johnson. Well, that's not Kylan, it's Kelton. What's the foul situation now?
That is his second foul.
Trent will shoot the first of should be 3. That one had a little bit of head backwards, hit the back of the rim and bounced out. He'll still get 2 more. He can break the tie right here. And he does. He'll get the third one. Ado out, Aiden Moore in. Aiden the senior. Forrest McClurkin giving his young man, oh, nice. String music again. Sam Tritt. Key with the basketball. And I believe he is a freshman. I'll double check that. In fact, I know he is. Nice pass into him, but he's got to kick it out. Good defense. And Johnson got away with a push. Now it's the foot race. Cohen Thomas got it. A little yo-yo move. He's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. We just can't convert some of those layups, can we?
No, not right now. That's Kelton Johnson's 3rd foul.
Fouls mounting up on the Huntington side. Thomas has 4 points. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Rattles in, but good. 41-38. Trent broke the tie. We're adding to the lead. Shot it, got it on that one. And he's hit 4 in a row. Johnson with the basketball. Like where Crawford is, you can draw a line down the middle of the floor, and he was over there playing, helps out deep. Nice steal and pickup. Aiden Moore gave it to Cohen Thomas. Thomas looking the defense over. Just in the 3rd quarter with 38 seconds. Will the Hornets hold it for 1, or will they take what they can get at 42-38? Looks like they're trying to hold it for 1. But if they get a layup, they won't. Oh, nice, and that's what I was telling you about. Assist, Trent, basket, Beaver. How many's Cade got with 17 seconds?
Cade has 7 points.
7 points. And it looks like Thomas is going to pick up his 3rd foul.
He's got to be careful. That is his 3rd foul.
You're absolutely right, and I'm not sure I agree with the call. Let's see if Thomas will come out. Cooper Yarbrough in. Ball will be side out because it's not the 5th team foul. We've got next one. Close, good effort by Crawford. He's on Key. Key goes between the legs, wants to drive, takes the Euro, the kick out. Johnson's 3 up off the back of the iron. Well, we jumped a little bit soon. A lot of spinning by Whiteside. Shot no good, and the quarter ends with the Hornets leading 44-38. We'll be back after this timeout on South Gibson basketball.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, "I'm going to Jackson."
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillies, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
And we are back coming out of the timeout. Tell you what, let's hold that because it'll take a little longer. What's the point total for each one of our Hornets?
Cooper Yarbrough has 5 points. Cohen Thomas has 6 points. Sam Tritt has 10 points. Ado has 6 points. Cade Beaver 7 points. And Gavin Crawford 10 points.
And if I'm right, Ezell and Smith still lead them with 15 apiece, right?
Ezell 15 and Smith 15, yes.
Interesting, 4 fouls on him. Let's see if we go right at Kenton Smith with 4 fouls. They have put him on Crawford. Let's also, this time they get a steal. And this is Smith. His layup, he tried a right-handed layup. Beaver had to pick up the loose ball, gives it back to Thomas, 44-38, 6-point lead. Ado with the basketball back to Thomas. They're trying to keep it out of the high post also. 3 up, just a little short. Here's a nice steal. Referee played defense on Cohen. And a pass, just off the glass to Ado. Ado had it, and it was a little hard. Momentum may have carried him into it. Huntington goes 5 out, runs a cutter through, and they're going to get Ado for the foul. Be the first one of this quarter. But what's Ado's foul situation?
He is 4. He also has to be careful.
He does, and they may take him out, and they will put Aiden Moore in there. Let's see if they leave Aiden on Smith or if they change it. 7:02 and counting. 6-point lead by the Hornets. Good job by Moore. His job is to focus. Will double. Good moves. That is the credit card time. You call it, and it's 5.
It's Visa, and he's fouled out.
He is gone, and a fine young player. I've enjoyed his performance tonight. He'll finish with 15 points. Tough blow for the Huntington team. Chris, I got the touch. Sometimes my monitor goes out, and you have to look at it sometimes. I prefer to watch the ball game because you can see little things that you don't see sometimes on a monitor. They're trapping. Cohen Thomas got the count on, gets rid of it just in time. And I think Coach Pirtle calls a good timeout, a very wise timeout. It'll be a 30. We'll take, I tell you what, we'll keep it here this time because I think we're in good shape. We'll let you give the cheerleaders for the Hornets.
The senior cheerleaders are Avery Bridger, Wesleyan Smith, Aubrey Bomer, Ava Grace Thomas, Kayla Gardner, Elizabeth Kirkbridge. The juniors are Anna Christie, Abby Blankenship, and Kate Hicks. The sophomores are Briley Dodd, Carly Carter, Addison Lynch, Amy Chapman, Merrill Bryant. And the freshmen are Kylie Perry, Josie Buck, Gracie Bingham, Carolina Cunningham, and Ellie Pennington.
Boy, you see a great shot. Billy Bolin of our camera crew right in the middle of that huddle down there, getting Coach Pirtle and all of course, most of the guys, Coach Pirtle like me, everybody's pretty well taller than he is. And we'll remind you that this game is right now on the Worthy Road Studios YouTube page, Worthy Road Studios also their Facebook page, will be archived on Worthy Road's YouTube. We'll be back on the South Gibson Facebook page with the Peabody game next week. And we want to thank 93.7 and Bradley Owens. They're carrying this game tonight also. Trapped is Moore. He gets it out of there. Gavin with a nice hook pass, but we lose it. Couldn't handle it. Lee up with it. Gets it to Eubanks. Eubanks is going to be fouled and go to the line. We cannot stop the clock like that. And I know you want to stop a basket. And for it to be effective, Eubanks will have to miss at least one of these. You don't want to give up points with the clock stopped at 6:03. Sometimes I'll say the clock is arrested at 6:03. I see Drew kind of shaking his head a little bit about the way that unfolded. First shot off the iron.
And that was a foul on Sam Tritt, his second foul.
Sam's second foul. This is Hayes Eubanks, a freshman. Barry comes from an athletic family. Hits the second one. Cuts it to a 5-point lead. They'll pick up early. They're going to start, and that's legal. Three-pointer up and down. Aiden Moore, the senior, comes through. Wow. Big three. Crawford got pushed off. Should have been an offensive foul. Key gained an advantage. They try to go back door. It's in backcourt. It's a turnover. Great defense. This is one of those where our fans should be up going nuts over the great defense. Now you want to handle the ball without a turnover. Get another basket. It's 47-39. The Hornets leading the Mustangs. Both coaches, those two young men coaching have worked almost as hard as the players. Mentally, they have. Ball tries to make a pass. It comes off. Crawford wants a three. It's a little short. Rebound fought for. Beaver tried to get it, but Key came up with it. Again, Key didn't gain an advantage or push off then, but he has in the past. Crawford, getting away. Euro step. Yes, I agree with the call. That's Lewis. How many do you have on Lewis?
He is fouled out. That is his fifth foul.
So two men fouled out. And this game has been consistent as far as the officials. Second team foul. They've called it this way on both teams, haven't they, Alex?
They have.
They extend the defense. It's their zone trapping out front. Layup left it a little short. 4:44 and counting. Got to get back on defense, dig in, don't give any gaps. Falling away, and Cade Beaver with the big rebound. He's in line to be the Windex man of the night, but we got a lot of Windex people. Oh, me, an unforced turnover off the leg. A run out, Izell, and he'll get it, laying it over for his 17th point, and he has become the game's leading scorer, I believe. And that also cuts it down to a 6-point lead. Those are the turnovers you don't want. And it is a 1-2-2 zone press. Beaver was fouled.
That's a foul on number 4, Kelton Johnson, his fourth foul.
Wow, fouls mounting up. I've got 3 team fouls. Looks like Cooper Yarbrough, he is in.
And Cohen Thomas needs to be careful because he has 3 fouls.
Yes, he does.
You don't want to sit him off.
And that's a long 4 minutes. It's over to Thomas. He doesn't need to go unless he's got a for sure wide open layup to Beaver inside to kick out. And we're playing a little pitch and catch now. Well, that doesn't mean we're not trying to score because they're in a 1-2-2 half-court press. Aiden bobbled it, running one-hander, and Aiden has scored 5 points in this quarter. And looks like there's going to be a fan with a technical foul, and he could get removed. No, did they not give him a tech? Wow, he could have easily got one, but they may have him removed, though. Let's see what there's still some. I think they're looking for an administrator. And you can call a foul on the fans, which they evidently didn't do because Huntington's going to get the basketball. Leo Martindale, I saw him one night call a technical foul on the fans of McNary in a sub-state game. But this one is just going to be a fan removal. I guess. I could be wrong about that. I'm surprised if they don't remove him. We see what I presume that's either a police officer or the school's SRO officer going, and yes, they are. Proper thing, well handled by officials. The SRO, the game administrator, handling it properly. Good job by Huntington. Inbounding the ball will be Dearman. This will go to Johnson. Johnson running the point now.
He has 4 fouls.
He has 4. And they're trying to get Ezell into scoring positions. Aiden Moore on him now. Here's a drive. And that was a good drive. We were slow. That's by Eubanks. We were slow rotating, and you got to cut the baseline off to eat both sides. We just didn't get there. And I think that is going to be Johnson. And you heard it from Alex.
He's the 3rd player fouled out for the Mustangs.
And that will be the 4th team foul. Next one we go to shooting. That is 5. And I admire Porsche McClurkin takes a big deep breath. And he'll bring Tyreek Hutch on. Six-point game, 49-43. Hornets with the basketball, 3:25 to go. Love it. The teams are working hard. The coaches are working hard. One fan worked a little too hard. Well handled, though, by Huntington. There's some bump and run defense. They get it to Johnson. He goes to Beaver in the high post. Down low, Beaver will kick it out. 3 up. It's on the way and good. Woo! Sam Tritt. I got 13 for him.
I have 13 as well.
What a shot. Whiteside, that young man can juice a 3 up there, and he just did for his 6 point. There's a timeout on the floor. We're going to take one with the Hornets leading the Mustangs 52-45, 2:51 to go in the game.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in team sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your team sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
For more than 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and dependable auto care. Our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson has proudly served the community for decades, delivering the excellence you've come to rely on. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. All tire sizes, ATV to light truck and beyond. Visit our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson today. King Tire Company, where long-standing tradition meets exceptional service.
We are back. You see a busy Drew Pirtle thanks to using all of his full timeout. It'll be a 1-2-2, 3/4 court zone press. They've been 1-2-2 zone pressing on a half-court basis. It's a 7-point game with a long way to go. Here come the Hornets. Thomas, Moore, Trett, Yarbrough, and Cade Beaver. Got to get somebody in the middle of that press. They'll match up to us a little bit. They've changed the look of the press. Here's Thomas breaking it. He'll kick it out. Yarbrough wanted the 3. It's going to rattle around and fall. We may have taken that one too early. Weren't all about. Eubanks will take it to the hole. He does. Let's see if it was off of, and they say it was off of a South Gibson player. Hornet fans love it. Some of our fans, they didn't do anything ugly. They just groaned a little bit, but it was off. They cut Eubanks down the middle. He has to break. Ezell, who can hit these things, it fell away too much, but they get the rebound. Out to Eubanks. Whiteside's got to be played very tight, and it looks like Cade Beaver's going to get a foul, and they'll call a reaching foul on Beaver.
That is his third foul.
His third, and I believe the team foul, so it's 2:31. Got away with a push-off, and it looks like Cohen Thomas with one of the smartest plays of the night. He got there, got set, took the charge. The foul is on Dearman.
His fourth foul.
You don't shoot this one, though. His fourth. Braylon Dearman. Remember, you got 10 seconds to get it across the half line. Reverse, you go side, middle side. We're across with plenty of time. Go into Thomas. He'll pull it out of there. We don't need to shoot any more threes unless we just have to. And looks like a foul, and that may be on number 12. That's Hutch, isn't it?
Yes, and that is his third foul.
And that young man came off the bench. We'll shoot 2 the rest of the game no matter what, unless it's some type of offensive foul. Trent with 13 points. He'll shoot 2. He hit 2 of his last 3 free throws. Had a streak going into that. Shot it, got it. Every point important at this point in time. 7-point lead. He could make it 8 with a free throw here. We pull everybody off the line. A good, smart tactic so you don't get a rebounding foul. Second one, nothing but string music. 15 big ones for Trent. Don't need a foul. Stay between them and the goal. Slide those feet. Help and talk. Ezell, a good shooter up, and it rattles in. He's got good shooter's touch, and I've got him with 19.
I have him with 19 as well.
Cohen Thomas will bring it across the half line. He gets it to Cooper Yarbrough. Yarbrough will go in for the layup, and that is an important layup. That's his 7th point, 143. Sense of urgency now for Huntington. They've got to go quick. We've got to use up time or just get sure, clean layups. A little dribble handoff. Whiteside wanted the 3. He drives. He spins. Needs help. Got rid of it at the 4-second mark on the count as far as being jump ball situation. Ezell, a super effort to get it up, off balance, but great rebound by Hutch. Got him with his first 2, and it's a 6-point game, and that's still close, and that is Hutch again.
That's his 4th foul.
At this point, I think, let's see who Huntington's probably got ready to come in. It'll probably be, do you think it'll be Key, number 14? Trent at the line, shooting 2, got 15 points. He's hit his last 4, I believe, yes. Now, wait a minute. Should have been free throws. $56-50, maybe it was an offensive. Oh, and there's the one miscommunication. And there's 1 minute left, and folks, 2 threes tie this ball game up. Yarbrough comes out. Crawford, the senior, comes in. A lot of game experience. Coach Pirtle teaching. I like how he's handling Cooper Yarbrough. Clock running, under a minute. They're going to get a block. That'll be the 4th foul, team foul.
And that is Gavin Crawford's 2nd foul.
Gavin Crawford. Gavin almost made it look too good to get the charge. You got to let them hit you a little harder. They say it was a shooting foul. So Eubanks, who's 1 for 2 at the line there. First one off the back of the iron. Now you got to make sure you get the rebound. Who's got the shooter? That's important. Who's got the inside people? Let's see if they try to go underneath and go behind them to get a rebound or just out quick us into the lane. Block out, push under, hits the second one. 1 for 2. It's a 5-point game with 49.4 seconds. Trent up the line. Guarded by Eubanks. He brings it out. Thomas rattled and fell in. His 8th point. 7-point lead again with 36 seconds. This contest is not over. A white knuckler. Whiteside, the 3. Didn't bank in, but they got the rebound. And up and in by Hutch. He's got 4 just in this quarter. And he cuts into that lead. Thomas in no man's land. Bring it out, gentlemen. 5-point lead. Hold on to it. And with 15 seconds, Gavin Crawford, the senior, will go to the line. At the line, what's important right now is Gavin Crawford. He's got 10. He has not been to the free throw line tonight. First one rattles in and good. He's got 11. 6-point lead. Needs this one to make it a 3-score game. Shot it, got it. It's 60-53, 7-point lead. They got to launch it. The shot is up, no good. Rebound, picked up. Thomas, they'll have to catch him in this contest with 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is over. 60-53. The Hornets continue their winning streak after dropping the first one. They have not lost since then. A physical game, a white knuckler of a game, an interesting game. We're going to take a timeout. Alex and I are going to regroup. He's going to have you some stats. We'll be back after this.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, I'm going to Jackson.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Boy, Alex and I had to have a break. He's younger than I am. A white knuckler in this contest, and the girls' contest was pretty fair, but our ladies, as of tonight, now have played 4 games in 5 days. The men had a tough game at Chester County, a tough game with Union City, and now a very athletic Huntington Mustang team. The officials, you can say what you want to, they call fouls on both teams. I know both coaches will talk to their young men about foot movement, getting overcommitted and committing too many charges. And there'll be a lot of things. Two fine coaches, Porsche McClurkin for Huntington, Drew Pirtle, our coach at South Gibson. And we appreciate their help, just like we appreciate Coach Ezell and our coach, Katie Embry, and her staff for that. And like I said, I wished I knew the name of the lady that's the secretary here that helped me out with the Huntington rosters, just like Porsche did. But I'm going to turn it over because you want to know about some young men from both teams. And, Alex, if you got Huntington, since they were the losing squad tonight, they dropped to 2-1. We'll let you give their scoring first.
Caleb Bazell, 19 points. Braylon Derman, 5 points. Tyreek Hutch, 4 points. Bryson Whiteside, 6 points. Kenton Smith, 15 points. And Hayes Eubanks, 4 points. And for South Gibson, Cooper Yarbrough, 7 points. Cohen Thomas, 8 points and 5 rebounds. Sam Tritt, 15 points and 3 rebounds. Aiden Moore, 5 points. Richard Adu, 6 points and 5 rebounds. Cade Beaver, 7 points and 5 rebounds. And Gavin Crawford, 12 points and 2 rebounds. 20 total rebounds for South Gibson, 14 total fouls, and 13 total turnovers.
Great effort. I thought those points by Aiden Moore in the fourth quarter, those 5 were very important points. But every point was important. We got more scoring tonight. That's something you've pointed out to the fans, that we needed more scoring.
We do.
And, of course, we got the seniors all came through. Cade Beaver with 7 big ones. Gavin Crawford hit those 2 free throws late. There's a lot of excellent play and a lot of things to go around. The ladies are still undefeated. The men only have that 1 loss, and that was in the opening game. We won't be broadcasting again until next Tuesday night from Peabody, which is Alex's actual school, is where he was part of the state champion band, in single A?
Single A.
Single A. And, of course, we've had a great broadcast tonight. The games, we apologize that they had to be put, but this shows that Chris, Billy Boland, Paul, what a great job they did. They took and got us on Worthy Road Studios YouTube page, where the game will be archived. I don't know how quick, Chris, do you think? Immediately, because we did it on that. You can also go back probably and see it on our Facebook page. And I'm sure WNWS. I want to thank 93.7, the victory for they carried the game tonight. Bradley Owens, we thank him for his efforts and things. And just an all-around good night. 2 wins for the Hornets against 2 good Mustang teams. I want to thank the administration and coaches of both schools, the players, and I want to thank these people. Right now, you are seeing the dream team of broadcasting with executive producer Paul Schulze, also director Christopher Reasons, who I wouldn't swap him for anybody in the world. The camera operators tonight, one of the best, who can also produce and direct, Billy Boland II. Paul Schulze can do cameras, he can produce, direct, and, of course, I tell you what, he gets better every time. He's going to be a dandy, Alex King, and your play-by-play man was Coach Joe Holloway. Now, we'll remind you this is a copyright broadcast of Worthy Road Studios. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or further use of this contest without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited. It's time to utter those famous words. Thanks for your time. This time till next time. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.